Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Inner Sanctum, and this, the second last episode of Season 2. And we're going to have a look at the Premier League table to see what's required to make Champions League football. So let's go. So the scene is set, just 7 games to go in the Barclays Premier League. Chelsea sit on top of the table with 63 points. Arsenal just below them on 62. So a real battle for the title on their hands up at the top. But it is pretty much a 2-horse race for the title. Spurs are in 6th, only 1 point ahead of us, and we are in 7th. We are 4 points clear of 8th. We need to pick up more points. We were very disappointing in the last episode to not get a result at Middlesbrough, and to have the result snatched away from us right at the death by West Ham. And of course we played really well against Manchester City as well, so we could have potentially taken 9 points, but for now we have to just worry about trying to get to the top 4, and I think it's possible if we can get some results, particularly in this episode. And surprisingly, an unbelievable result this season, Liverpool are actually in 14th with only 38 points for them. The relegation, it's probably being fought out from sort of QPR downwards. Maybe Norwich might get dragged into it if they can't pick up results, but you would expect Sunderland and Southampton to be relegated. But as I said, we're in 7th. We need 3 points from every game now if we're going to solidify our top 4 spot, because it's going to be very hard to take it off Manchester City and Manchester United, but we're going to give it the good old college try, and we'll see how we do in this episode. So that's going to do it for the Inner Sanctum. In this episode, we have 3 absolutely crucial games, 2 home and 1 away. Our first is Crystal Palace at Villa Park. We then travel to West Brom, and then we host Liverpool at home to finish off. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. But let's not waste another moment as we head to the first game and we take on Crystal Palace. Well, we are coming to the end of the Barclays Premier League season. Just 7 games remaining. And you can see the table for Crystal Palace. This doesn't get any bigger. And for Aston Villa to stay in touch with Europa League or Champions League spots is at an absolute premium. Captain Mika Richards stands tall. Aston Villa, despite being the best defensive team in the Premier League, sits 7th. So no real surprises in the Aston Villa team, except for potentially having 2 up front with Vardy and Welbeck standing alongside each other. Usual suspects, Sandros Townsend, Scott Sinclair in the wide positions, Eric Dyer, and returning from injury is Johan Cabaye. No doubt a massive boost for Aston Villa. But for Crystal Palace, the former Aston Villa man Carlos Sanchez takes his spot in midfield alongside Joe Ledley. Zaha Balassi will make up the wide positions. Johnny Williams will stand just behind Dwight Gale, who cuts a lone figure up front. Dyer, now he looks out wide. It's Jordan Amavi. Oh, what an excellent effort that was from Jordan Amavi. A stinging shot early. Scott Sinclair, who used his body well. He got it right to the back post. Oh, it's off the post. I think he was offside though, Jamie Vardy. But that's the position they need him in. It's left. It is Gale. Oh, what a save. A brilliant save from Jack Butland. Right on the line. And that is as close as it gets. Absolutely sensational. He needs an option. He's got one. It's Johan Cabaye. Oh, brilliant. Everyone missed it except Richards. It's fallen to Sane. Oh, Williams somehow got in the way and Hunt clears. Welbeck uses his body brilliantly. Sinclair. Now he's got a man on the inside. It's Johan Cabaye. And he is deadly from range. What an absolute stunner from Johan Cabaye, and what a return from injury. It's a really nicely weighted ball across to him. He takes one touch and then absolutely smashes it. And Johan Cabaye, that is the top draw quality that he has. Look at the curl on that ball, right into the side netting. And Johan Cabaye has broken it open for Villa. It's 1-0. His ball in. Sane. Oh, it's gone over the top. It's found Townsend. Oh, and he flashes it wide. So Villa really in control here. Townsend. It's on to Welbeck. Welbeck back to Andros Townsend. Oh, what a save from McCarthy. And they are hanging on by a thread here, Crystal Palace. That is a stinging effort from Andros Townsend. Townsend's cross. It's not bad. And it's come off. I think it might be Yohan Cabaye again. And this time, he's not striking it from range with his boot. He's heading it in. And Yohan Cabaye just may have sealed the points here. Off his head. A brilliant take. It's a real keeper's misjudgment. Yohan Cabaye will accept that with so much joy. What a return from injury. It's 2-0. Aston Villa have increased Crystal Palace's woes. They'll stay within that relegation territory. Aston Villa pick up a crucial 3 points in the context of their season. And at full time, it's Aston Villa 2, Crystal Palace 0. Let's head to the next game of the episode. It's Derby Day at the Hawthorns, and you'd struggle to find a more intense atmosphere than this one. You can see here West Bromwich Albion safely in mid-table, but Aston Villa are really part of that fight for the top 4, and it holds a hell of a lot of weight this game. For West Brom, Solomon Rondon starts up front with Sessegnon just behind him. McLean, Grobe, Morrison, McManaman start in midfield. Pocagnoli, Chester, Macaulay, Gamboa and Foster will be in goal. It is a raucous atmosphere. This Aston Villa team will look to silence that crowd. Danny Welbeck, Jamie Vardy up front, Sinclair, Townsend, Dyer, Cabaye. And it is unchanged from the last game. Sinclair, really good slaloming run. Sinclair's been taken off his feet. And that is a stone wall penalty within the first 3 minutes of the game. Scott Sinclair really got at the defence. And he's pretty lucky. So it's Danny Welbeck for Aston Villa to put them ahead at the Hawthorns. And that's exactly what he's done. Danny Welbeck has given Aston Villa the lead inside 6 minutes. Vardy's got the pace on the inside, and he also has Dyer on the inside, who has Welbeck on the inside. It's fallen straight to Dyer, and it's gone in. Aston Villa have 2. West Bromwich Albion are in deep trouble here. Aston Villa have been irresistible coming forward. They've had the defence on the back foot right from the get-go, and they are taking full liberties now. Eric Dyer on the inside. It was good overlap play. Welbeck's shot was well saved, and Dyer's shot was saved into the net, but it was hit with too much power. And Eric Dyer makes it 2 for Villa. It's 2-0. Won it over the top. Vardy has a runner. It's Scott Sinclair again here. And Scott Sinclair this time on the inside. And he just ekes it wide with the finesse shot. It's wide open for him again here. It's Danny Welbeck on the inside. Foster has had his work really cut out for him. For Rondon, he's in space here. It's with Grobe. Grobe on the way in, and he puts it wide. That's West Brom's best chance by an absolute mile. They've just been under so much pressure, this defence, and it's not going to stop there. Vardy gets it in. It's Yohan Cabaye. Oh, he puts it wide. Just giving them nothing. McLean. That's a hit and hope ball. Butland got rid of it. Pocagnoli somehow got it back in. Keeper is down here, so there is a chance here on the break potentially. It's Jamie Vardy. He's put it well wide. And that will end the game. Aston Villa An incredibly professional display here. They scored early via a penalty. And West Bromwich Albion never recovered from that moment. And at full time, it's Aston Villa 2, West Brom 0. Let's head to the final game of the episode against Liverpool. Well, Aston Villa are looking to make it a hat-trick. They desperately needed points, and they are rolling in now. Liverpool having a very indifferent season. They sit in 12th. Aston Villa still fighting to hang on to their Champions League spot. A win today puts them in the top 4. The player to watch is Danny Welbeck. He has 16 goals, and he is the leading goal scorer in the Barclays Premier League with Okazaki. He will need to continue that form all the way to the end of the season. This is the Aston Villa team. It's completely unchanged for the 3rd time in a row. Richard, Sane, Okore and Amavi start in the back 4. Cabaye and Dyer in the midfield, with Townsend, Sinclair in the wide positions, and Vardy and Welbeck up front. The Liverpool side sees Christian Eriksen up front and Balotelli and Muric either side of him, with Milner, Henderson and Lucas Lavia making up a trio of midfielders. To Enrique, not a bad ball here. Eriksen cutting on the inside here. Christian Eriksen, he's very, very dangerous. Eriksen, that's a good effort at goal from that angle. Back to Muric, and he's got plenty of space to work. Villa's defence is stretched here. They'll need to shut him down here. It's still with Muric. Can he go all the way here? Muric! Oh, it's come off the post, I think. It's over the top. I think he might be offside. Vardy! He's put it wide anyway. Milner, they've worked this well here. It's with Jordan Henderson. Oh, what a save. And that was a looping ball, but it caught Jack Butland out a little bit. It's Jordan Amavi to Johan Cabaye. Cabaye looks through. That's a brilliant ball. It's found Gabby Agbonlahor, who's just on the field. He's been taken down to the box. There's no whistle. Absolutely extraordinary. I thought that was a stonewall penalty. It's with Jordan Ibe. Ibe across. Sinclair. He's not going to take no for an answer here. Sinclair's gone all the way. Oh, but he's put it wide. Puts it through. Lucas now. It's Eriksen. The cross came in. It's fallen kindly for James Milner. It's still with James Milner. He brushes the net. Oh, it's gone all the way through here for Markovic. He's got options everywhere inside. Richards, it's taken a deflection. Oh, how has it not gone in? How has it not gone in? Aston Villa. They had the game right there, but Markovic, he missed the unmissable. Firmino, they may get more than that. It's with Benteke. Still with Benteke on the inside. Firmino! It's complete and utter heartbreak for Aston Villa. Roberto Firmino found himself on the inside on the end of a Benteke ball. And Jack Butland cannot believe it. Villa Park is stunned. Benteke does incredibly well to keep his balance and then gets it inside. And Roberto Firmino has finished it for Liverpool with almost the last kick of the game. It's 1-0. There's no time. Aston Villa have lost despairingly to Liverpool here. It would have been a crucial 3 points. They would have snatched even 1 point if you had offered it to them. But at full time, it's Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 1. For Murph's YT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.